There's coverage, and then there's Bovalus Vista Once SQ, the most comprehensive respiratory vaccine covering more causes of BRD, including these two. No other vaccine covers both. So for more coverage, make it Bovalus Vista Once SQ.
Entering the ring is our first class of junior showmanship. If you're just joining us this evening, our judge again is Mike Harbor. He's from Gatesville, Texas. Where his wife Connie and him produce and raise show sheep and show goats. He's been in the agricultural business way over 30 years and enjoys teaching and helping the youth. So if you get a chance, why, tell him thank you, but we'll get on with the show. There are 2 heats in our junior showmanship, so he'll be selecting some out of each group to go and come back for the overall, and we will be placing the top 5 junior showmen this evening. That was what I was going to say as you come around to help the little boy. It's like, we get a few more of them flirting with a judge, we just well quit. Doggone it, they're in the road, you got that stuff on it.
probably had Grandma helping him.
You know what?
Yeah, hold it before it ends too, so at the same time.
Grandma and I can't help you. They do it themselves.
So I think that's good because you start
And
to.
you can just stand there and take it and we can work harder. But
Oh, that's just George's responsibility now. Okay.
Rodeo, hold it before it ends.
Let's see now.
So you just hold one. And 5, 3, 4. And 501.
I might have to go get his glasses. You did a good job, buddy. Okay? When you step into his shoes, you got to apply pressure. Do not lean back and do that. Your shoulders square as you're driving. Okay? You use your left leg, your right leg back. That gives you more power. Okay? You're going to drive the front part of your leg on your hip. Alright? Good job. Good work. There you go. Always drive with your left leg. Walk with your right.
All right. Thank you very much. Those on this side of the ring, closer to the announcer, I believe, can go on out. Those that he's pulled off to the north side of the arena will come back after our next class, and we'll have a final drive in the juniors. So those 5 over there will be coming back, the way I understand it. So we can take all these out of the ring and bring in our next class. Come on, buddy. There we go. Bring yours on around into the holding thing. till we get down to just want to announce them. You just need to tell me who the top 5 so you can. Who's coming back?
These are coming back.
7180, 7534, 8122,
8170.
6,
Yep.
8501. Okay.
You gotta quit getting damn fast as shit.
My little granddaughter was showing the sheep she's looking at. She's a little chunky one, just round with it.
Okay, yeah.
Her sheep got a spot on it. They can't kill it. Sheep, luckily we entered this one and it got it, you know. Otherwise she's going to make this whole trip to both pairs. That's not setting a good example, but I can't change it. Can't kick her. She's done.
Yes.
Had it stuck over there, had it priced hard as a rock. She'll be all right. It's going to be mind over matter. He's only 8. So what do we got here? Norton County? We have some vehicles that need to be moved. They're blocking people. Norton County, 2122 ALC, White Tahoe, blocking someone in. Norton County, 2122 ALC, I believe. White Tahoe, blocking someone. We also have CK, which is Cherokee County, 6492 8. D as in dog, V as in Venice. It is a white F-150 co-op on the doors. You're blocking someone in. So if you could please let those people out, we'd really appreciate it.
Market lamb classes are posted over there on the farm.
We have just been told your market lamb classes are posted over on the far wall. Over here, they're in a straight line. I can see them behind the bleachers on the wall over there. Market lamb classes for tomorrow.
no wonder. I was looking, I couldn't find no one, so I finally had to go get somebody that had
Yeah,
better
that's the
eyesight
deal.
than
This
I
thing
did.
looks weird.
Yeah.
Wish you made the cut.
Yep.
I don't know why you didn't pull her a lot sooner, but I'm
No,
not
that
the
was
judge.
yeah. Okay, young lady.
Thank you very much. He selected 5 more to come back, so they'll figure out if they're staying and bringing the others in and starting over or what they're doing.
Go that way. You did good. He changed his mind. Rick, come on, come on. You guys come on.
He changed his mind. Come on, go. Go down and come right in again. Do it again. Do what they're told you. Now they're all going to come.
Man, I'm getting...
Well, I was like, just let them stand and bring the others in, then take them and walk them all. Who knows?
Okay. Ed, you want... I guess we're picking top 5.
Yeah, I need to know who's first, second, third.
Okay.
All right, what's going to come in now is going to be your championship drive for your junior showman. He will pick 5 showmen out of this group coming out in the arena now. Congratulations to all 10 of them.
Ed, I think you'll probably remember this from back in the day. We were getting saturated with spray back there in the check-in area, and so I just told them we are not going to allow any spray once they have checked in.
They were spraying them in the check-in?
Uh-huh.
There ain't even supposed to be nothing on these sheep anyway.
I told the parents.
Just an announcement for all you parents. Once those animals go in the makeup area tonight or tomorrow, no sprays of any kind. Period. Understand? Thank you.
Got them out. It is.
Nothing. Bothers the people.
Right. I know all about that. I grew up chilling livestock too. There's always lots to explain something.
Can't have allergies.
Right.
All right, the most subjective part of the whole stock show is taking place tonight. Showmanship is something that we hold near and dear to our heart at home. Whether you're on a jackpot level, county show, state show, going to Louisville, Kansas City, Denver, it doesn't matter. We've got to get these sheep showed. If you want to win and be successful, you have to get them showed. I was fortunate. I raised 2 boys in the show ring the last 20 years. We're done showing now, but my youngest, I took him to Louisville a number of times after I had the opportunity to judge Louisville, and I thought, man, this is neat. And so we went back 5 or 6 times after that, and he won his class like 5 times in Louisville, reserve 3 or 4 times, won his division. We just, you know, we really, really worked at getting things presented, coaching individual families at our farm on getting things showed. And I just, you know, we can buy the best one, we can write the check, but by gosh, it takes a lot of other things to win. Showmanship is right up there. You know, it's all worth 1,000. Buying a good one, getting them fed, getting them exercised, and getting them showed. I think we've got you study these little juniors out here, and it's where it all starts. There's some that have had more instruction and more experience than others, and it shows out here. I'm big on body placement. You know, when you stop these animals, where are your feet and legs? Where are your hips? Where are your shoulders? Where's that sheep's nose? Head up, hands right, go to the animal. Don't pull the animal to you. You've got to step into them. The power comes off your right leg. Your left leg's up there as leverage in the pry bar and making these things brace. One thing we want to think of is it should be called resisting and not pushing. We've all, for my whole life, it was bracing and pushing sheep, which it really should be called resisting because they're only responding to what the exhibitor applies. When we stop, we go to the animal. You don't pull the animal to you. You get your legs in position, your hands, your shoulders. It all starts with that gait right there and coming in the ring. There's 3 of them in this ring that are very good at eye contact and intensity. Shows are won in the first 5 feet. You know, you've got that special one. Dan Hogue told me years ago it's about presentation, and it took me a while to figure out what the heck he was talking about. We had a goat we won Houston Stock Show with, and he won that on presentation. It happened about the first 10 feet coming into the show ring. Head up, animal out in front of you, having the height and hair right, having your body right. The lamb or goat is going to be basically in control. You're just driving him. You know, you get him around the ring, you get him stuck as quick as you can. Don't touch every leg. Don't touch every feet. Maybe fix one back leg, drive into him, bounce him. If you can show that sheep without touching legs, you're way, way ahead of the game, okay? A lot of times, especially in showmanship, kids get way too into touching feet, and that just drives me nuts. If we're going to touch back feet, we touch one. We match one to the other. We drive that sheep, bounce him, and he's stuck and set. You know, everything has a pattern and a job. Like, you know, we want to come in, sheep's head up, make him look good, and do it every time. You hear that term muscle memory? Our animals have muscle memory, okay? At home, we treat every sheep, every goat like we're walking in the show ring every time we grab them. They learn that. It becomes muscle memory, so when you walk in that gate, they act like it's showtime. We don't have heads down. We don't slouching. We aren't sucking back. We aren't acting like a sheep that's never been messed with. To me, I think we've got a handful of showmen out here that excel. A couple of them pretty easily in terms of being our top junior. How I like them, again, it's subjective. I like certain things about a showman, maybe different than you do or different than you taught them. but I think our basics are going to be the same, whether it's a junior, intermediate, or senior. The whole goal is to make that creature look his best and not give the judge a bad look. That's our whole deal at our house. You ever give the judge a bad look, he's looking for something to pull you and put you 17th. Okay? So let's don't give him an excuse. We want that creature to be on square, on point, all the time, around that ring. As soon as we stop, we don't jack around. We get him squared up, head up, your body, your shoulders are back, your hips, making him look good. With that said, I think we'll start with our 5. We got 5 winners out here. We'll start with our 5th place. This exhibitor was pretty dang solid. Like, never really did anything wrong. I would just like to add a little bit of flash to her when it comes time for showmanship. You know, again, when you come in the ring, you got to command that intensity. You got to look at that judge. You don't have to be as intense as that little girl on social media that shows them hogs. But a lot of y'all know who I'm talking about. But we want that judge to, like, remember me. You know, have that look like, bam, I know what I'm doing. That lamb's out in front of you. You're just steering. He's the motor. I would like for her to be a little more intense, but I think she's very, very sound in her fundamentals. I think her arms are great. Her hips are in the right position. She's driving the sheep the way she needs to be. But I think she's, with a little bit of grooming, she can be super intense. But we're going to give this young lady right here the 5th overall. I think for 4th and 3rd, it got really, really close. 2 that show extremely similar. You know, they may be from the same camp, or they might be having the same coach. Heck, I don't know. Maybe sisters. But I think they're very, very similar. There's one that probably is a little more attractive in the way she drives her sheep, gets her hips under her, maybe bends her knees a notch more, and just gets that lamb elevated and up. You know, we talk about elevation and that chest floor up off the ground, sending those animals upward. You can't do that if you're up over the top of them, leaning into them, or jamming that neck down into his shoulders. I think there's not much separation in these 2. There's just one, as I step back, I like a little better than the other one. These 2 girls right here in the middle, this young lady right here is going to be our 4th overall. And this one right here is going to be our 3rd overall. We get down to it, there's one in here that's going to be 2nd that I had first, like first rattle out of the box. She came in the ring. I stood right here and watched them, that first 10, 5, 10 steps out. Very important to me, just from our history of showing and presentation we talk about. Man, she nailed it. Like, she had it won the first lap around this ring, and then things kind of fell apart. We forgot about leg placement. We just kind of were content with that sheep and maybe struggling because the sheep's bigger and she's little, and, you know, just things we have to deal with on a Pee-wee showman or junior showman. But I think her fundamentals, her intensity are phenomenal. She's not over the top. She's not so intense she forgets about what she's doing. Her fundamentals are real good. Just be a little more, if mom and dad videoed it, you can study that and, like, be a little more consistent on leg placement. If you're at home and don't have a big mirror in your barn, you need to go get one, because our kids learn off of what they do better than us telling them. We got big mirrors in our barn, and it cut down on the family fights significantly, you know. So I'd like to get her in front of a mirror and show her where legs need to be, how stretched we need to have them, and things like that. But with her intensity and her skill level, I think she's pretty phenomenal. Young lady right here, she's going to be our number 2. Well, like I said, she was my winner to begin with, and then I kept studying and watching, and I'm like, man, this kid does not make a bobble, you know, and Consistency is the key. Having a lamb for a showmanship class, I mean, you just got to bite the bullet. We got to train these suckers to show. If we're going to get out there and try to win this showmanship, the lamb, and I don't put 100% into a lamb being a push-button sheep, but it helps. It helps if our kid knows what the heck he's doing. If he's driving that sheep, his shoulders are back, his hips are right, his feet are in the right spot. He stops, bam, he pops that sheep, he's intense. The legs were hardly ever out of place, and I thought he wins it pretty handily after we make a couple laps around here and gets it done. Anyway, I'll quit preaching. Great set of juniors. This young man right here is going to be our champion showman. Anyway, thank y'all very much.
Your top 5 placings. First goes to Owen Gouldy. Second to Addie Franklin. Third to Rayleigh Mazanik. Fourth to Clara Lee Henderson. Fifth to Chloe Cunningham. Congratulations to all exhibitors. Melissa, very good. Really worked hard.
Hey, only 12 more to go.
Yep. Now you got to do a lot of riding. 6 classes for you to talk. Start at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Does he know there's 6 classes of these?
He does. He knows there's 6.
Let them make this. They need to go boom, 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 boom. If they go faster, that's fine.
6 of them, 6 classes. Intermediate. 10 to 13.
Second call, class 4. Second call, class 4.
All right, you're released on this side. We'll get the numbers on the two. He wants to come back. Go ahead and take them out.
Last call, class 4. Last call, class 4.
Just tell me the
Okay, very first one, Kennedy. 8138.
Brooklyn, Kennedy, 8138.
Yes. And then Avery Franklin, 8490.
Franklin Avery, okay. 8490. Got it. What's taking them so long to get them in?
Should open the gate and let them roll.
Let them in. Why are we holding the gate? Class 2, intermediate, which is actually class 4. We're going in the ring. If you're not at the ring, we need to move along. Too long a night. So that's class 4 of the showmanship. Class 5 needs to get their way up here. We're going to roll along a little faster, folks. They need to know it. He only picks a couple and don't talk. It don't take long.
I prefer to do my own thing, but I do prefer when others.
Need more drink? You know you're going to let him show. He's going to tell us whether they go in or not.
Yeah. Then he's here. It's time to roll. Shut the gate and go.
We're not holding the kid out. He's just got to get it in.
Yeah. She didn't have her number, so let's go.
Had to go get a number.
Yeah. And I said, hey, I got her. I know which one it is. Next class. It's not no big deal.
Be fine.
Is that a beef? Is that lamb having a heart attack? Got pumped once? I thought it sounded good.
What was that? Had heart attack.
I guess I thought that lamb needed a heart attack. Having that heart attack. Got beef once, so get back and go.
Okay. Those on this side, go ahead and head out of the ring. We've got to get the numbers written down on those he selected. Numbers are down. Everyone can exit the ring. Next class can come in.
I'm down on the way. Oh, you got me here. Sorry.
I tried to lay it up there.
You did. I might have been rude there.
Huh?
I might have been rude.
You might have been rude.
Yeah, because I had the class coming and he was still drinking and flirting.
Didn't hear you.
I started the class coming out. He was still flirting and drinking. I got a class coming. Then you got out there. So this is 5, right?
I don't shut this mic off, just so you know.
Okay.
It's laying right by your head. I've got water. Well, most of them were looking at other things. He did really did a well job. Really tried really hard. I know. Maybe not as tired as he was. Elena just pulled. Thank you, exhibitors. You can exit the ring. It's a girl from the other class?
Yes.
So that's that.
7547.
What's
Yeah.
the number?
7547.
7547. Yeah,
And
the
then
other one was
very
Henry.
first one on the other page. Yeah.
Henry.
You just know them better than I do.
I don't know them all, but I knew those two.
Okay.
Just couldn't think of them. Some classes you get the 13-year-old, some you get the 9-year-old. I mean, there was a class earlier. I mean, they were all pretty good. There's a class easier to shine in. You work those juniors really hard, but most of them are driving. But that's a big. I'm not saying that's the only thing, but it's interesting. He said something in his reasoning about how they stand. He wants an end kid to look a certain way. If you don't look that way, you're not going to get big. Said the young lady just handled, I don't like that stance.
She's right both ways. She's not got anything on the animal.
No.
She's spread out. I don't want to do finish.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think you need to be in control. Got a young man on the end of the stall. Look at that big fella. Those on this side are released. Thank you very much.
this one and one more.
2 more. Yeah, 2 more after this.
No, this one and the 8.
7 and 8. I thought there was a 9.
No, that's seniors.
7 and 8. Oh, 7 goes all the way over, yeah.
Yep.
7 and 8.
Yep.
One more after this. This one and this. Where'd 6, 7, 4, 5 go?
Class 6.
All the way back to 6?
Yeah, right there. That's the reason I couldn't find it. Mingarelli.
Okay.
You got
Okay,
the other.
who is What numbers do you got?
Is what?
We're on 7, so what numbers do we got?
6. Nash, Lake and Nash.
I got him.
The Ella Henderson 6297.
Okay.
And then Jones Girls on the other page.
Jones Hayden and Jones Hadley.
Yep.
Both of them.
Yep.
Okay, and that's it.
That's it. That was 5.
We pulled a bunch.
I go say anything. Most of them extra competitive, I guess.
Thank you, exhibitors. You can exit the ring. This is the final drive for your intermediate division showmanship. Which one? If the top 5 junior showmen are still back here in the barn, if you'd come up to the announcer's stand, we do have some more paraphernalia to give you for your top 5 finishes. Third, fourth, and fifth. Juniors, third, fourth, and fifth would be Rail, Mazant, Carolee Henderson, and Chloe Cunningham. We have a bag for you for winning third, fourth, and fifth in showmanship.
There's coverage, and then there's Bovalus Vista Once SQ, the most comprehensive respiratory vaccine covering more causes of BRD, including these two. No other vaccine covers both. So for more coverage, make it Bovalus Vista Once SQ.
Chloe Cunningham and Rail Okay, it is spelled with an A. Riley.
All right. Never seen it. Never.
Okay. I had it was a K-Y-N-A-V-A. Kennedy.
Kennedy's K-E-N-N-A-D.
Yeah.
But that was Kennedy.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
The K-Y, and everybody, it's a, what do you call it? Oh, Kennedy.
Well, I can't look at it and say your name.
Well, then I had a couple of girls that come from, they're from Africa. And one starts with an A, the other starts with a U, and they're sisters. So I call one A and one U. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I butcher their name. Anwana, and then it's Weena, and I don't know. I haven't had the sister yet. I don't know what letter she is. The first one's an A, and the other one's a U.
I would definitely say this is subjective.
He might just be playing too.
Well, I would do that. I'd let them all go over any random number. At some point, you got to have some reason. Not saying you don't.
Well,
I would do it.
I know the Jones boy likes to lose, but when you're the last animal in there, you shit.
See it far down there, right?
Well, because he let in, so he's last in that line. I probably would have went in the middle.
You know what? I'm watching him. And it's a really good key. I don't like these boards with these guys. Get that. There's several of the kids I don't like how they stand.
A little bit cockiness.
Oh, it looks real gay right there. That's good. Nathan, isn't it? I think. Now he's standing up a little better, but I mean, I don't like him. But I usually watch what they do. But they're making the keep better. That's what I want. One thing that keeps better is pushing.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
They start jumping in.
They better walk.
Lake and field, or Lake and Mass.
Don't stand still. No, he should have hit on him. My grandson came in, got caught in the middle, never got looked at, but he didn't need looked at. He had no flag. Nothing set him apart. Now his little sister, she got pulled and she set herself apart. She outdrove anybody. She didn't get anything. She outdrove him. I'll give her that. She's gonna have it hard one way or another. I'd much rather she did that, or he did that, than I would have. Anyway, I get a kick out of it. He's moving around. There's about one thing.
They got a little smash there.
They get some interesting pictures, but they all cost money. Right? Yeah, they're not for free. How many other businesses do you like getting in? To me, I think it's irrelevant.
It's overkill. Way too many.
Yeah,
You can go take a picture over there at the end of the show.
if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to take one when you're done, you don't have to take one.
Tomorrow, times I'm all over them.
I would just probably run into them accidentally on purpose. I've seen one or two. Are we gonna let them go?
Well, that's what I'm afraid.
People are feet awful hard. When you let them go.
I think he's getting on her for picking her up, one out of line. She's out of line with the others.
Probably is. Stick something over there and stay in line. She may be sick.
rip each other's out. That's what he's doing.
That's what we're doing, is let these go. That is one thing.
Where they at?
But that was the one that was in front of the lake.
We have another vehicle that's blocking people in. It's a red Chevy Silverado, tag 943, P as in Papa, D as in Dog, E as in Edward. There is also, if you think you may be blocking someone in, there are many cars being blocked in by others out here. Go check. There's people wanting to leave.
Got these guys written down.
What?
You got these guys written down.
Which one? Those six?
Really, really good set of intermediate showmen. Any of these exhibitors, in my opinion, right here, or anyone in the finals, pretty much for that can win this deal any given day, and it's definitely subjective. It comes down to what I like. I'm the judge today. I know that if you didn't win it, you probably don't like me, and that's the way it is. But I think as we get these top exhibitors out here, they're all very similar. They're very basic. They're very intense. They got those up. There's times within this class they kind of did some stuff I talked about earlier. I'm like, don't touch both back legs. Well, they park and touch both back legs. Things like that. Listen to the judge, okay? If you're an intermediate, listen to what he says in the juniors. There's stuff in his reasons that'll probably help you win the intermediate division. But, I talked to each one of them about some things I'd like for them to change. Don't stretch them too far out. Make sure there's lines for a reason. We have a line here. We have lines down through here. Make sure we park and we're square, especially in showmanship. Don't put your sheep out of line. I mean, that's kind of the basics. It does you no good in reality, especially tomorrow when we're judging the show. Don't shove your sheep out in front of me. It will not do you any good. I'll just tell you that right now. We get down to these two, and at any given time, any one of these exhibitors could win this deal, and I just had to start, sorting them out. We had to cut hairs somewhere. I think we come down to two that probably made the fewest mistakes out here in this respective showmanship class tonight. There's one that I think was pretty spot on. Set her sheep up every dang time, stayed cool, stayed calm, stayed collected, very intense, did a phenomenal job. The other one I thought she did better earlier in the deal, maybe than till right here at the end. But we all get nervous. I raised two boys. They move a lot in the show ring, and the whole deal is that girl's going to beat you because she ain't moving. And there is some to that. To me, I was kind of anti that because we got beat a lot of times by a girl that just didn't move. She didn't do nothing fancy. She just stood there. But I think when you look at these two girls, I love their body, the way they're in contact with that sheep, with their hips. They're driving. They've got them squared up. The head's right. The neck's elevated. Everything's great. I think they've done an exceptional job out here. I think it's kind of splitting hairs here at the end, but we got to pick a winner. The young lady right here is going to be in the second hole. I wish she would stay a little bit smoother and a little bit not quite move quite as much here at the end. I thought she did a phenomenal job when she was parked right over here. This young lady right here is going to be our champion. Good job. Good, great set of intermediate showmen. Hey, when you walk, you're slouched over, okay? Get your shoulders back, walk with confidence, okay? You got to bend your knees a little bit. Get your shoulders a lot more confident. You're damn good showman. But when you come in and you're just kind of lumbering, that's what you get, okay? You understand?
And went a whole page. Placing first, intermediate, Ella Henderson. Placing second, Hayden Jones. Third, Brooklyn Kennedy. Your fourth in intermediate, Heidi Mangarelli. Your fifth, Hadley Jones. Congratulations, intermediate. We'll get on to our seniors. There are 6 classes in seniors.
she didn't even know she wanted it all of a sudden. And I wouldn't have known either. I mean, I'm sitting here watching it. When it finally struck her, it's an honest, great expression that she has. It's amazing. Well, we have class 9,
9's in.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Almost be easier to write. Hey, we got a circle in there. A little hard flipping to find where you wrote it.
That's it. The rest of you are released. 432.
Yeah.
Vanessa Jones.
Yep.
What was the other one?
6778. Last one.
Legacy Murphy. Wow, he's got a very unique look he's looking for. That Gillespie boy did everything right that I could do. I mean,
He's looking girls now. He's looking girls now.
he is. You know, that boy's really tall, but he did a really great job of getting away from the sheep. I thought he set himself apart very easily. On his boat. But he had to step around the girl. Good thing I'm not in charge. I kicked the dog with his out of the way. The rest are released. That's it. Thank you. Carter Watson.
Yes.
Franklin.
Addison Bell. And Franklin. Or Emerald Franklin.
Yeah, I've got who was the third middle one?
Yeah. Addison Bell. Carter Watson.
Bell. Addison Bell.
Yep.
Got it. More than anything, I'm just keeping you a double copy just in case, because you're going to tell me. 12 is in.
Second call, class 13. Second call, class 13.
It'll be about 10 o'clock time he's got him in there, whether he's done it. Little fast on these, he'll work a little bit. Didn't have to teach him their senior. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
The girl's got about a 70% chance better.
Well, we got one boy in.
He's finding a lot of shit that actually
find two.
Maybe. There's one that sorts herself real easy. Isn't it?
Yeah.
That girl was watching.
Didn't have that one too.
He was watching. She was watching really hard for it.
We're good. We're good. Kept one. Kept.
Shelby.
That's the way I would say it.
Shelby Cosby. And who was next?
That's him.
Just one. The other person that we said he closed, the lamb quit. Well, he's sure shaking it up. They're not going to do what you told them. Doesn't matter. Yeah, habits die hard.
is our best chance to get a second bull. Best chance.
He's the only one coming. Yeah. You got Jacob. Yeah, he showed really good. Now I like how he carries himself when he walks. Good looking kid. Walks good, understands the thing, does good. Has fun doing it too. And none of them are caught that deal move only. Made full though. Thank you very much, exhibitors. And 7761. Once we get those back around, the last class of the day will be our final drive for senior showmanship. I know most of you are ready to end the night, but remember, we start promptly at 8 a.m. tomorrow with the commercial use. We thank you all for coming, and you're cordial invited back tomorrow.
13. That's what I got.
Thinks he's going to walk.
Let him spin in the ring.
Probably haven't been there. I've seen him this third time I've seen him. I remember that way.
I got him roped that way.
You're right, but we'll figure it out. No, I don't know their whole names though. Okay. We'll get it. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking it's going to be the ones I don't.
You're doing good. Not fired.
It's hard to get fired around here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, who would replace you? God.
Trying real hard to get fired.
I've tried for years.
Hey, this could be your big break.
Hey, you got a camera? Take a picture of the picture taker with their butt over.
Oh, yeah. It's been wet. You know, it got wet early. And
Yeah, she's been sitting on just stuck all over. That's the funny part. I don't think I've ever seen a guy take pictures for him.
Would you want a guy leaning over, bending over, and doing all
No,
things?
I don't, but I just thought of that.
Yeah. never remember. Lifestyle or life. Yeah.
Really good set of senior showmen. This has been fun, tiring, a lot of classes, a lot of sheep, and a lot of kids, and love showmanship. I love seeing young people. I raised my boys in the arena showing, and I don't think there's any better place to raise kids than stock showing. I mean that wholeheartedly. There's a lot of things we learn, problem solving, work ethic, how to deal with adults, everything. And there's no better place to raise a family than stock showing. I think we've got some great kids out here. They're all a little bit different, but they're all good. And, when it comes down to the seniors, it's like, all right, the one I pick usually is the one that if we had 2 sheep in one class, who would I want to show it? Who's going to get it done? Going to get him parked, get him set up, make him look as good as he can look. Never give us a bad look. Square that sucker up, drive him, pop him. You be attractive, the sheep's attractive. Everything flows. That's how you win a show. That's how you win a breed or win a class. And everything's got to come together. I don't want to preach or say anything. I think, when it comes down to our 5th place individual one, I really, really like the way she shows. Spends way too much time fiddling. She's doing it right now. Just park, get that dude, apply pressure, get him stuck, get him set up. If we do that at home, they do it in the ring, okay? When it counts. We aren't pulling forward, we're pushing back. We get them to set their feet, we get them to drive, and then they look and present themselves the way the judge wants them to look. I think she does a phenomenal job. Once she's parked, once she's set up and gone through her little ritual, I think she looks great, does a great job. But the young lady right here on the end, she's going to be my number 5. I think the next 2, there's a lot of give and take in them. Probably my number 4 is one that I really like the way she shows, but she has a bad habit of overstretching her sheep, and every time we park, the thing's just a little bit, you kind of lock them hocks and you get that lamb just a notch stretched out. That affects her loin, and so when the judge is from the side view and he's analyzing this guy, you can have them too gathered up, you can have them too stretched out. They break in the loin, that kills you. Loins are so important when it comes to win the market show. Young lady on the end right here, she's going to be my number 4 today. We just got to gather them up. And some of that may be the sheep, it just comes down to it. I've got my number 3 is one that I think does very, very good job with the basics and the fundamentals. We just on the move, we got to be a little more, draw my attention, be a little more flashier. We got to change our head position, change our intensity. Something's got to draw me to you, okay? I think your fundamentals are super sound. You park them, you get them set up, you get them square. Just on the move, you got to get my attention just a little bit more. But right here, she's going to be number 3. My number 2 is just kind of hung in there and just, I was talking about fundamentally sound. His sheep worked for him. He did a great job. Just never caught him with a bad look, a leg out. Never took too much time. Just boom, parked, set up, stuck him, looked at me. Okay? Again, today's just personal preference. Young man with the down, he's going to be our number 2. Of course, our champion's right here. This young man has done a phenomenal job today. That ewe's gorgeous, and that helps. I mean, she parks it. He's got her squared up. Everything just comes together. He did a phenomenal job of getting her showed. Give him a nice round of applause for our champion senior showman. All right, y'all. Good job over here. Keep working at it, all right? Working at it. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Good job. Good job, y'all. Good job.
Have a great evening, sir.
Hey, you too. Appreciate it.
We'll see you in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harper. Our final placings, if you wasn't up at the ring, first goes to Carter Watson, second to Jacob Windland, third, Addison Belt, fourth, Esmeralda Franklin, and fifth, Lacey Legacy Murphy. Congratulations. We'll see you all in the morning.
There's coverage, and then there's Bovolus Vista Once SQ, the most comprehensive respiratory vaccine covering more causes of BRD, including these two. No other vaccine covers both. So for more coverage, make it Bovolus Vista Once SQ.